Welcome to another video of I'm running out of room once again. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alyssa and today I have a baby book haul for you. I say baby because I don't have that many and it's accumulated from the last few months. So yeah, here we are. I'm super excited to show you all the books that I've gotten since February. I think this is February through literally today. So let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start with February, and the first one is A Court of Silver Flames. This is just the dust jacket because I'm still trying to get through it. It's not going well. This is Sarah J. Maas's newest novel taking place in the Court of Thorns and Roses world, and it follows Feyre's sister Nesta. It also follows her relationship with Cassian, another character from the series, and then there's some sort of half-hearted plot. But I bought it because I do love Sarah J. Maas. I'm just not a huge fan of this one. I think this one might end up being my least favorite. It just feels unnecessary, but you'll hear more hopefully at the end of the month if I finish it. We'll see. Alright, the next one that I got, I'm so excited for, and I've told myself I can't read it till I finish all the Brandon Sanderson ones over here. Well, the Stormlight Archive anyway. And that is The Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. I got the beautiful illustrated edition. I'm obsessed. I mean, come on. This book has no right to be this gorgeous. I don't know a whole lot about this series aside from it follows a character I believe named Fitz as he grows up and trains to become an assassin because he's like the bastard son of the king, and I guess that's just what they do there. I don't know. I'm really excited to read this. I like how it's also bigger font for my aging eyeballs, and the pictures. Win-win all around. My aging eyeballs. Oh Lord. Next, I got Daughter of the Pirate King by Tricia Levenseller, and I'm excited for this one. Y'all know I love pirate books. I really enjoy them. I love reading them. I love pirate music, pirate movies. This is my jam. Have I read this yet? No. But I really want to because this is going to go towards that pirate recommendations video that I keep hinting about and talking about, and it's probably never going to happen for a hot minute. I'm really excited to read this. I've heard really good things about it, so I think I'm going to really enjoy it. So fingers crossed, I guess. I believe this is about a girl who's the daughter of a pirate king. She's got to get a map for a secret, like a hidden treasure, and it's on an enemy ship, but then like she ends up staying there, I guess. I don't know. It sounds really interesting. I'm hopeful that I enjoy it. It's not too long too, which is always a plus. So in my bullet journal, I only have one book that I purchased for March, even though I think some of these might also have been from March, but maybe not. I don't know. But this is the only one I have written down, so we're just rolling with it. And that is Fireborne by Rosaria Munda. I apologize if I butchered that. I've heard a lot of things about this, specifically from Elliot Brooks, and I love her, so when she keeps talking about this, I'm like, I've got to get my hands on it, and I finally did. I love dragons. They're some of my favorite things. I really love them in books. It's always a bonus. But it's about two kids who ended up becoming dragon riders, and stuff happens. There's a war. All I needed to know about this when I bought it was there's dragons and dragon riders, and I was sold. So I'm really excited to have this. I hope I enjoy it, and one day I'll get to it, I'm sure. Story of my life. Okay, moving right along into April, which was my birthday month, so I had money to spend on books, and I did. Are we surprised? And the first one being From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Yes, I caved. Yes, I bought it. And no, I am not regretting anything. I managed to find myself a hardcover, which I did not expect. So I was fully prepared for that floppy paperback. And then the bookstore had this. And I was like, well, all right, I guess I'll get that. Hopefully the rest of them come in hardback. This is a fantasy romance following a girl, I believe her name's Poppy, and all I can think of is Poppy from Trolls. I highly doubt that's the same thing And she's a maiden, and she's supposed to be kind of isolated and protected and single forever. Obviously that does not go well because it's a fantasy romance, and I imagine she gets the hots for her guard. I hear that the magic in this is really interesting, that the fantasy plotline is actually really good. I've never read a Jennifer L. Armentrout book, but I'm ready to try. I'm hopeful I like this because everyone else seems to. My best friend loved it, so I feel pretty confident that I will also enjoy this, but we shall see. Not a huge romance person, but I'm slowly easing my way to it. We shall see. Maybe it comes with age, I don't know. But I'm excited to read this. So the next book I got is yet another fantasy romance, and that is A Curse So Dark and Lonely. This is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. Our main character is transported to a fantasy world where she lives with a beast-like character, I'm assuming, and probably has to save him from a curse and falls in love. I'm good at this. Again, my best friend loved this, told me I should read it, so here we are. But I'm really excited for this one. I haven't read a Beauty and the Beast retelling since ACOTAR, I think, and that was like a very loosely based Beauty and the Beast, but we'll see. I feel like the Beauty and the Beast retelling trope has been done so much that I kind of just avoided it because I didn't want to read another one. But I think I'm ready now. And I think it's time, and I think I'm going to start with this. Then I purchased Rules for Vanishing by Kate Alice Marshall. This is a spooky forest ghost story. The little tagline here is pretty cool. I just now saw this, even though I've talked about this a few times. It says, once a year a road appears in the forest. At the end of it, the ghost of Lucy Gallows beckons to travelers to play her game. If you win, you escape with your life. But if you lose, ... So I love the spooky forest trope. I think it's just so fun and always so clever because there's so many ways you could do this. And it follows a girl and I guess a couple of her friends go into the forest to find her sister who disappeared a year ago. And so they go into this spooky forest and they're probably gonna meet Ghost Lucy. I don't know. I didn't get to reading it in April because I was so busy, but I think what I'm gonna do is just do like a 48-hour readathon in the middle of the week when it's not busy. Maybe like on a Monday and a Tuesday, or Tuesday and Wednesday or something like that, where I'm not incredibly busy. So we'll see. It'll be totally random, but it's gonna work for my schedule. There you have it. But I'm excited to read this. I've been looking for a good ghost story. Last spooky one I read was Horrid, and that was meh, so I'm hoping this one's good. We shall see. So I think we're into May now. I either purchased this a few days ago or at the end of April. I can't remember. But that is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I finally bought it. I have been looking for this book anytime I go to Target, Barnes & Noble, my local store. They never had it. Guess who had it? Walmart. And I got the last copy. And it was paperback, so it was cheaper. I have heard so many good things about this, and of all of Taylor Jenkins Reid's books, this one sounds the most interesting. I'm not into like 70s band or 60s band culture. It's just not my jam. I don't like that kind of music anyway, so why would I read about it? But this sounds interesting. This sounds like it could be really heartwarming but heartbreaking at the same time, and I hear it's really good. So I don't know if I'm gonna physically read this or listen to it on audiobook, if I can ever like actually get it on audiobook. Look at you, library. But I've also contemplated on doing another like weekend reading vlog for this because I know it's so popular, and if you want to see that and see my reactions to this, please let me know because I know it's really popular and I'm like the last one to read it. This is about a Hollywood icon named Evelyn Hugo who has lived a very glamorous and in the spotlight life and has had 7 husbands. And the story, I believe, starts off with her, you know, a lot older, retired, and she's being interviewed by this young lady and wanting to publish an article or a book about her, and this is just her retelling her life story. And I think this could be really good. Typically these kinds of books are not my cup of tea, but having read Pachinko recently, I definitely am trying to like branch out my horizons. and I think historical fiction is something I love, but I don't read a whole lot of. Unfortunately, it's just not what I gravitate towards, but I want to. Does that make sense? Probably not. So the next one I literally purchased today because it came out today, and I was so excited for it, and I'm probably gonna start it pretty dang soon because I can't wait. And that is Realmbreaker by Victoria Aveyard. So, funny story. I read Red Queen. I liked that one. And then I read the sequel and I hated it. So I didn't finish the Red Queen series, needless to say. But I'm hoping this one I love because it's got all the things I love. It's a high fantasy. This has 5 points of views, and all of them sounding very different, very interesting, and apparently it's for people who enjoy Lord of the Rings, and I'm one of those people. But I'm really excited for this. Like, the map alone has me hyped. Let me show you. Like, what? Oh my gosh, it's so pretty, and I'm obsessed. And I need to know what all this is about. I'm hoping it's not too much and that it's well done, but we shall see. I'm really excited. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm just excited to read this. I don't know a whole lot about it other than there's a lot of characters and all the heroes are gone, but the fight to save the world has just begun. That's what it says on the back. And they're all like misfits or considered the villains, I guess. So I'm hyped. I can't wait. And lastly, I did order from my bookstore because they didn't have it on the shelves. I ordered Take Me Home Tonight by Morgan Matson. I'm so excited for it to get here. I definitely plan on reading it maybe in like June or July in the heat of summer. I made a pun. It's about 2 best friends who decide to take a trip to New York, and the story takes place over 24 hours, and it's filled with hijinks, mischief, and a lot of things going wrong. And I am so excited for this. I have been looking forward to this since she announced she had a new book coming out. I didn't even know the title, didn't even care what it was about. I was gonna read it, and I could not be more excited, so I can't wait. And I forgot, I have one more. How did I forget this stack? What's that? So I did a thing. I purchased these with gift card, birthday money. So this was in April, and I totally forgot, even though they're sitting right in front of me. How I forgot this, I don't know. But now I have the whole series. These are heavy. That's out now. I'm currently reading the first one with our book club, and I am obsessed. So I bought the rest of them because the paperbacks were cheap. I definitely intend to binge read because they get longer towards the end, but the first few aren't too bad. And the font's huge. It's middle grade. Yes. So, yeah, I bought the entire Keepers of the Lost City series. Yep. So, those are all the books that I've purchased in the last 4 to 5 months. So far. Because May just started. Let me know down below a book that you recently purchased, because, of course, I want to know. And give this video a thumbs up if you want. Totes up to you. And subscribe if you haven't, because I'm getting consistent again. We're doing our best. And I will see you all very, very soon in the next video. Bye-bye!